Hey yo bitch, what's up? It's your boy NoAiz. We're back at it again with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. That's it. What happened last time? We found out that who's the defendant? Who's the victim again? Who's the victim again? Who was he? Hammers. MC Hammer. I think. Apparently MC Hammer. Oh no, why did the cam become blurry? MC Hammer apparently stole the costume. For what reason, we don't know yet. Wait, let me fix this. Come on. There you go. For what reason, we don't know. But it's clear that he did steal the thing. Also, hi, welcome Atron. So we're on to our last final day of investigation. We'll see if we can find out whom's the real killer is. Let's go! I'm still not doing my homework and I'm screwed on Monday. Woo! It's fine. Actually, no. Just make sure you pass. That's all that matters. That was a close one, huh, Mia?
Really? Too bad. I'm sorry, I missed it.
No! I wanted Mia! No! Maya! You're not the one I want.
So, what happened?
Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea of who did it. Really? Now all I need is a motive and proof.
Wow, good going, Nick.
Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. It's a sucky trial system that I'm sure is not real.
Initial trial? What's that?
That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process up. That is a bad idea for real life court, you know.
So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days?
That is a bad idea. Very much a bad idea. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. No time to waste, apparently. We have time to waste. Let's look at the window. Nice day outside. The hotel across the way is full, always full these days. There's the bellboy happily cleaning the room, as always. Okay. Talk. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, I thought you had an idea of who killed him, right? I do not understand.
What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume?
Yeah.
But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it?
That's what we have to find out.
What happened with the director's testimony?
Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer.
Huh.
Which means that the killer has to be one of them or one of the executives there, right? There's like other people.
Really? Why?
Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is.
What?
Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us?
I can't see what's going on when Mia's here. So no, I haven't noticed anything.
Right.
Maybe we should go talk to Weepy.
Weepy? That's how I'm gonna say it. Because WP is like longer, right? WP is longer than willpowers, which is 3 syllables. There's no sense in calling him WP just to acronym it. Because it's not shorter. So I'm calling him Weepy. Powers, right. Weepy! Oh wait, what if we show to Maya this one? What do you think about this? It's that fanboy's prized possession.
Wow, impressive! It's a little different from the Steel Samurai on TV.
These are mostly taken at those PR shows they do at stores and fairs. I'm pretty sure it's not even willpowers inside that suit.
No true fan would be satisfied with anything less than the real thing. He's still a child, I suppose. I guess it takes an adult to appreciate the real deal, right, Nick?
Yeah, whatever you say. Then let's move and talk to Weepy. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today, thank you. Oh, thanks. Did you not look like you're about to burst into tears?
Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed them in there.
And could you wipe that grin off your face?
Hey, Whippy! Only 1 day left. Let's make it count.
Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help.
I'm not really sure what I can do either. Just bring out Mia and it's fine.
Please, this is no laughing matter. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. What? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius.
A genius?
She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody tells her different these days. Wait, I'm adjusting my thing. How's the volume of the game? Is it fine? Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and
what?
Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor fuck, I can't read. Minor straight to video director, but something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She bought the Steel Samurai idea to him.
Nani? Thanks for the follow, Kim Ching.
Hi, welcome. Hello, I'm sorry if I said that wrong. Amogus is a Gouda. Sus. Hi Jerome, welcome. He is pretty much at her beck and call though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. Thanks for liking the stream. I can imagine him being at her beck and call though. I can't imagine him jumping. Is that a comment on how fat he is? Phoenix?
I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right?
With you with that
But then he just dropped off the face of the earth.
Oh, yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global.
How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer.
He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago? Do we have to go? I guess we go to the studio. October 19, Global Studios, main gate.
The old windbag sure is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think her guard's down.
Yeah?
I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Whew, she's alive.
Producer Vasquez. Can you play Among Us and then play with your viewers just saying, huh? I used to play Among Us a long time ago. I don't play it now. I was wondering about D. Vasquez, the producer.
Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets her way.
She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer?
Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry.
I forgot her voice already. It'll be fun. I don't do multiplayer games on stream, I guess. Can I ask you about Salmonella, the director?
Sal, he's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tell him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it.
Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? Maya, you're not a cultured person, Maya. Maya, sometimes getting stepped on is a nice thing. Especially if it's getting stepped on by your sister. Maybe even the Vasquez. They're all hot. They're all mommy.
That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick?
I don't know. No, it doesn't, Maya. Definitely not. I'm not. I don't want to be stepped on, Maya. Mr. Hammer. About Mr. Hammer.
I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper.
Poor old Hammer. You drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My bulldog Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Power's costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Well, I don't really care about proving it to you. The evidence speaks for itself, ma'am. Also, let's go here. I guess they're not filming today either. What do you think? Powers is like in jail. I did want to see them filming just one time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. How can they film? Their other person is dead. I guess.
This is where you found that bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Hey, it's the weekend! Yeah, welcome, Kim. Thanks for liking the stream.
I wonder if there are any other clues lying around.
Yeah! No touching! Eek! Well, what? Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
Didn't mean? I almost had a heart attack.
I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. What? Dramatic indeed. Ahem. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces, they're off.
So, you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills. How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. A science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to this sleeping pill, see? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything in due time, pal. Well, the testing solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. Found in employee area. On it are traces of sleeping pills and a large bone. Okay. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. But who? What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Gumfuck? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How is Edgeworth doing, anyway? Mr. Edgeworth's out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal.
Wow, the fury of Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups with hot water, Phoenix. Hot coffee. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you about that. We found the victim jackhammered prints on the bottle. Hi, Kasori. Thanks for sharing the stream. So that means... Yep, sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. I pity Edgeworth in this episode. What, with the burned hands? he did it himself. Sleeping pill bottle found on the table in the employee area. Bears Jack Hammer's print. Oh, it's Jack Hammer, not MC Hammer. Wait, MC Hammer. Let's see. Can I present him to what he presents me? It's looking like Will Powers was drugged. I'm going to go back to the precinct to do some more detailed tests.
You're being very free with your information today, Detective.
Well, don't go telling anyone this, pal. But I was kind of impressed at today's trial, too. Most lawyers would have given up after that director's testimony. I think it'd been anyone but you up there. Powers would have been done for now. Detective, about that bottle. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing, pal. Can't believe I missed that on my first sweep for evidence. Don't know how I can apologize to Mr. Edgeworth. You can apologize by your salary getting cut. That's how it is. Cutting salary noises. What was it again? The updated autopsy report? What was the music again? Fuck, I forgot. Can we listen to it for like a quick moment? Updated autopsy report. Oh my god. Alright. Oh, it's so small. There you go. Actually, objection, dumbass. Haven't you heard? You absolute failure. Did Gumfuck not tell you? Salary cutting noises. Your garbage excuse of a high pocket. I shove in my entire cravat. Cravat? What was it? It's still so fun. There you go.
Must be tough being a detective with all that responsibility.
Oh, hey, blush. Alright, well, I guess we could examine it, right? The remains of the employees' lunch are scattered around. Everyone is probably too shocked to clean up. Also, they were told not to clean up. There's a T-bone on one of the steak, the plates minus the steak. Okay. Looks like one of those electric-powered bicycles. I don't know about this. I mean, what's the point? It makes it a lot easier to go up. Oh yeah, we did that already. Okay. I mean, let's go inside and see. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess Sweepy won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But Weepy's innocent! Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But these weeks is the last episode of Steel Samurai. What? No! I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh. I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Damn. Look at Hammett being like, don't watch Tita I's fucking Phoenix Wright gameplay. Yeah, thanks for the support, Hammett, bitch. Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. I thought you fell on me, sorry, Tita. No! Fuck you, you scammer! This is why you're not invited to the online sleepover, okay? About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. You don't meet up with Nuggets and Castori. You ask people to not watch my stream. How dare you, bitch? They were using the new Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then? What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. We can still meet up, but no livery. Yeah, because your boy here is a gambler now, and also, I guess, buys skins? No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? You're not a kid, Maya. Grow up. I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? Who cares about the kids, Maya? It's okay, I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Why is Maya affected on that? She's a fan of the Steel Samurai. Nick, say something. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Evidence that the kids like Steel Samurai, I guess this. And this is... A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show couldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Maya is 16, right? I think. Somewhere around that. 17? 16? I don't know. Search it up. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago, someone died and it was Hammer's fault.
So someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammers?
And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do?
Underage, fuck. Why are you saying that as if you're not underage?
But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public?
Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out.
I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know?
Thanks, we'll try asking her if she'll talk. Oh, wrong place.
What? You're still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good.
Everybody's doing their darnest to forget Hammer. Who did they think that made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer! It's all due to Hammer!
She's starting to throttle them out, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance.
Okay. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who told? Who did you hear that from? Nichols.
Nichols?
Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols.
Oh, okay.
The assistant.
Oh, alright. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Miss Jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he?
Whippersnappers! Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed no less. I suppose you think this is fun?
No, ma'am. We're here for the facts. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers.
And you claim that Hammer stole Powers' costume because that's what the evidence is telling me, ma'am. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof?
Proof that Hammer stole? I have proof. We have the bottle. I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. This one. Here's my proof.
What? What's that? What's a little empty bottle supposed to prove?
It's a bottle of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it.
What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights.
Where's your proof that he used those pills on Powers? Here.
Take this, bitch!
Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct?
Well, yes, so?
This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Wow, she took that very easily.
Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it in.
Miss Oldbag.
You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia.
She looks like she would. She's hot. She is hot. I don't know about you, but I think Miss Vasquez is really hot, bro.
She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio.
It seems like it's not just her power, because it seems like the shows she helped on are actually you know, were successful, which means she actually has like a good judgment to being a producer and all that, right?
I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone.
A bit hot, but not that hot.
You have no taste.
She's hot. You'll see later.
Miss Oldbag? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this.
A photograph? Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2?
Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence.
Ouch, that hurts. I don't know. I heard about your taste in women. I don't think it's great, man. But how did you get this?
It was a long time ago. I don't feel much talking about it.
I understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Where are we going then? I guess let's go to Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance.
Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the steel samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2?
Right.
But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer.
Look at this woman! If you think this woman isn't hot, I don't know. Tall girls with big butts and good personality is nice. Oh my god, that's so cliche. And that's such a cliche taste. It's not good enough. Not cultured enough.
Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello. Hello.
ATLLO! Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Alright.
Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and...
Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you.
Do something, Nick. She's really taking me off.
Oh dear. I think we might need to like show her the photo to get some reaction. She won't watch the clouds then. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well... Old bag. Old?
She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick.
Right, anyway. Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer.
The wind.
Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind? Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer.
Nick, she went inside the trailer.
You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now?
Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star.
Well, before she says any reason, It's not like it was an accident, but if she didn't keep it down, Hammer's position as an actor would be ruined anyway, you know? Like, either way, Hammer's life would be ruined. Or at least his career would be ruined. Oh? I haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of its own accord.
But you were the cause! You pressured him! And to think it was just an accident... Are we not thinking about how maybe Hammers wanted to keep his job and maybe was like, hey, please save me. Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? No. No way! You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? True. You know, she's saying some points. She's spitting some facts. I run him hard, believe you me? Believe you me? Believe you me? But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well. She was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand, she did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Oh shit. Give it to me, now. I run him hard, hey. Boys! Oh shit, hey. Hi, hello. Who are they? Professionals? They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would Dee Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. You know, this is a stupid move, to be honest. Because if the lawyer and his I guess assistant, you could say, because Maya's not a fucking lawyer, disappeared all of a sudden when they were needed at the final trial, that would be very suspicious, and I assume people would assume foul play, and they will have to investigate, and that would point it to them. So this is a stupid move on this Dee Vasquez's part. No! Hold it right there! Oh shit, it's Gunfunk. I heard everything, pal. Dee Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then. In court. I'll be looking forward to it. She's hot. I like Dee Vasquez. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get that many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gunfunk. Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gunfunk?
Sorry, it's just that I wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Is it time for the courtroom?
Well, Nick, looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this.
And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. Are you sure she's at the bottom? I think she's at the top, bro. Yeah, we're courtrooming. We're courtroom time. Time to slam desk and like slap papers. Yes. October 20, 10 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Oh, Maya doesn't have boobs. Bring up Mia, Maya! Courtroom is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both prosecution and defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claims that the scene of the crime was in fact Studio 2. Today, I will call on people present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Oh, okay. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. Prosecution calls Mrs. D. Vasquez to the stand. Do we have any other witnesses? Ms. D. Vasquez is a producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Oh my god, she's pretty! Will the witness state her name and occupation? D. Vasquez, I am a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony considering the day of the murder.
Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay.
Can you bring out Mia, please? If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Phoenix! Phoenix, stop saying that. Not in court, Phoenix. We all want that. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. The meeting began at 12 sharp, it ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Mr. Hammer's body later when we went to Studio 1. That's all. I almost choke on that line I'm eating right now. You can die. That's it. That's the last thing you hear before you die, bro. It's worth it. I have one question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Sal take you? I was also gonna question that. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk with that monkey's head toppling over. Okay. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Okay. I entered the trailer. Okay, Let's just press everything. I entered the trailer on a little before afternoon. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in at the employee area? No. Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. Hold it! Did no one leave during the meeting? No one. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. The witness did not come here to engage in idle conversation. Stop interrupting the testimony. Same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth. And please stop banging on your little desk, it hurts my ears. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Maybe you could try remembering? No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled at 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think? Come on, all you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I am sleepy again. I will probably have a nap after this. I was fatigued, so... Oh, wait. I need to press that. Hold on! You had Sal take you? What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Sal take me in the studio band. Alright. Can I get like a snack so I can eat while doing this so I won't be sleepy? Also, I kinda decided I want coffee. But I'm not sure if I have water here, so I might have to refill. Yeah, I'll have to go refill. Yeah, that's not enough. I'm gonna go get more water. we'll have like an online sleepover later. I wasn't really sure which Saturday Cheese was talking about. I guess might be tomorrow. In case you do not know what an online sleepover is, basically this happened before a long time ago. Me and the boys were hanging out on Discord. We usually hang out on midnights, you know, up until morning before a long time ago, but now we kind of limit it to until 2 o'clock. So it's fine. Because most people are not getting sleep. We used to be awake until like 7 and stuff. That's not healthy, and so we stopped that. Also, I was busy. I had other stuff to do at 2. So we stopped that. But one day we just decided, hey, we're sleepy. How about we just do an online sleepover? So we had our cameras up on Discord, right? And we just slept. Basically, everyone's just sleeping. Online sleepover, guys. So I'm not sure if we're gonna do that later or we're gonna do it tomorrow. We'll see. I'll ask. Okay. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was 15-minute break. Sal and I, okay. Have I been missing out? No, that was a long time ago. Of course you've missed it out. You were here. You weren't here before. Do you have someone who can verify this? Sal. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat the T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proves she didn't eat that steak. Well, Nick? Alright, evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Evidence that proved that she didn't eat the steak. Evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Evidence that proves she didn't eat the steak. Objection! Ha! As I thought. You claim to eat the T-bone steak. But I say you did not, you bitch. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, need I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manila ate at the table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plates. The plates were bare! That's like circumstantial evidence at most, but okay. It does make sense. Well, I guess the point is we caught them lying about eating. Miss Vasquez? Tell me, how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how you ate the bone. Wait, I need to do it. I need to do it. There's a choice, right? There's an option. You ate the bone too! You ate the bone too! think Miss Vasquez do? Mr. Wright, I too leave the bone. Have you tried eating the bone, Your Honor? Can I try that again? I think I know how. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during that break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere, like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't obvious, Your Honor, committing murder, picking on salmonella. I'm a save again. I will choose that option. Of course, Your Honor. She was picking on Manila. Mr. Wright, sometimes this court finds it hard to tell whether you are joking or being serious. Oh, I would prefer it if you remain serious. Yes, Your Honor, I will do my best. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order! Are you saying? Yes, Your Honor. As Miss... Oh shit, look at this shot! It's like a boss fight or something. It's like this is the face-off. This is the moment of where the battle starts. As Mrs. Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands! Alright, it's obvious that she killed him, but... Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Wait, I clicked outside the game. There you go. Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. Here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, you and I. Oh, a challenge. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes? I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use a heavy spear as a weapon? I think you could! What happens if I say that? I think it'll just deduct my points. You couldn't, could you? I think you would have a great deal of difficulty using that as a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Ha! You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? What's the meaning of this? Fucking hell, I clicked outside the thing again. I will put this up a little more. The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. I think this, right? Yeah. Also, we know that it was broken, so there's no way they could have used it. Also, is the spear an actual spear? I find it hard to believe that it's an actual spear. Take that! Wrong, Mr. Wright. But I haven't said anything yet. I know you will. Really? Wait, what did I click? Did I click this? Oh, apparently no. I guess I'm supposed to show the spear. Because it's broken. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that the spear broke during the morning action scene run-through? But someone fixed the spear. It was the security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? We were too advanced. Order, order! Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Cheeseburger. Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us the weapon that used... Or I can tell you. Would I make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, let's see this murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing at the top of the stairs. Order! Order! I cannot have ordered this trial. If I cannot have ordered this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret of the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo? See how the fence post pierced him through the chest? What are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago happened again! Has happened again! Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Dee Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Mr. Hammer had done himself 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Ho ho. Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of argument that Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio 1, was it not? And in the evil magistrate costume, no less? Are you then claiming that I carried the body to the Studio 1? And returned to the trailer in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15. Could Jack Hammer have been pushed off? Well, there wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? I have no idea. Let's see. She couldn't deal with it. I bet she could move it. She had another way, I guess. What if she had another way to carry the body? Other than with her own hands? For instance? Actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it then. The van? Please show the van, I guess. Take that! Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio 1. And you used the studio van to do it. Does this mean that Manila is a conspirator? saw your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. I assume that Sal helped her with this? I don't think she could have done it herself in just like a few minutes. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Manella was a conspirator? Yes. I think he was. There's no way he couldn't have known. Of course he was. Of course Sal Manella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably had burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose, you win. It was fun. I win? Oh, that's easy. Okay, cool. I thought there would be more. So what happens next? Don't hum me. Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost something like that? I'm guilty? I just said that. Wait, so you mean the Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer! Wow, okay. Interesting. Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits. And the result of that battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. That's true, I only proved the possibility. Right. So she's saying that it's only a possibility. It's not guaranteed that she did kill. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. Yes. But what would be? You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Damn, Edgeworth's not doing anything. This witness is carrying him. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, this has the witness say. Certainly, it does seem very likely she did it, but there's no proof. No proof. Edgeworth is like, yeah, no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'd be leaving. What do I do now? Testify again, Vasquez. I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I've said before, the truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said what is all there is to say. What would happen if I said again? You ask the same questions, get the same results? A waste of time. Damn! To come so far only to fail. Mia? Come on, Mia, pop out. Come on, help us out, Mia, come on. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I did not. I see, very well. Another one. Your Honor, I request that the witness testify again. You're the prosecutor, are you not? Well, you didn't make him do anything when he should have. So, I guess this is on you, Vasquez. Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have anything to gain by repeating this last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I do see little point in making Miss Vasquez repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes, indeed! Verily, I say, go. I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. Wow, Edgeworth carrying us now. Very well. The witness will testify to the court concerning this matter.
Nick! Why did Edgeworth...
Who knows? He probably realized she did it too.
But... Wasn't he the one that said he always gets a guilty verdict? After all that...
Edgeworth... After finding the body... Let me drink. I'm confused. Edgeworth's carrying us. I was with Sal and Old Bag, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Old Bag, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings, went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes, then I went home. I wanna press the Old Bag part. I see no issues raised by this testimony. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination.
Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot, she's sure to falter. Find the key you need and twist the truth out of her, Nick.
Right. Let's see. This one. Old Bag, the security lady. Why did the security lady think Powers had done it? She said she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Press harder. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard it all after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there that I can use. Oh, really? Do you know why he was absent? Mr. Powers was taking a nap, correct? I'm so sleepy. We're gonna finish this chapter though. So he says, did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seemed calm enough when I accused you of murder. Press harder. Wait a second, wouldn't that be the other way around? The other way around? You discovered the murdered body and one person was missing, right? Wouldn't you normally go looking for the missing person? I mean, I wouldn't say it's normal, but you would look for him eventually. I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez, logically speaking, perhaps, but no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his Steel Samurai costume, Powers doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. And he didn't go out himself? What is he doing? I will be laughing all night of the boys and Aunt I sleeping. I will be sleeping. I will be taking a nap before midnight then. 4 hours. Well, I suppose that explains that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. What should I... You asked to be left out? Yes. It seems that everyone else was questioned. I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. But you can't just decide who the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were nice enough to understand that since we were in the meeting. There was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you, covered it up for you. There must have been a lot riding on it with all those bigwigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped her convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script. The script and your direction notes. Yes, they're quite valuable. I wouldn't do to have them stolen. No, I guess not. It's just press. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. How would you know there was a murder? Very well, Miss Vasquez, please continue. Objection! Oh! Go, Edgeworth! Your Honor! I have an objection to the witness' last statement. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have had to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Damn! Edgeworth carrying our ass! Order, order! This is illegal, but we will take it. Mr. Edgeworth, what you have just said is a reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the concern, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Miss Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe Edgeworth is helping me. He still loves me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense? What kind of court is this? So this is illegal. No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well, the witness will change her testimony to reflect this reason. I knew that Hammer was injured. Hammer?! How did you know about the injury? How? Sal. She told me. Sal, the director. Wait. Objection! You knew that Hammer was injured? Don't you think that's a little funny? Hey, you bitch. I caught you, bitch. I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run to that morning. The person was Mr. Powers, not Hammer. Now why did you think it was Mr. Hammer who was injured? I already said it. It was Sal who told me. But that's right, he must have gotten it wrong. I think not. Mr. Manel was at the ranch that morning. You would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured when he saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez? Alright, I'm not gonna do anything. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Manila. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but... wasn't Mr. Powers who were injured? Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Ah! And when was he doing this? Well, it would happen to be after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to Studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly! Miss Vasquez, you met him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in that Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Order, order. I will have order. Witness? Can you refute this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Urk, why are the real killers always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on hard times, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? Does the defense have anything to say at the matter? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? I guess it's the picture. Of course I can prove it. Okay. I have proof and I'll show it to you. I present to the court evidence as to Mrs. Vasquez. This one. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at the height of his fame. Miss D. Vasquez helped a terrible accident. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall, but she didn't know it was Hammer still, right? From his fall from stardom, his guilt weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Damn, me and Edgeworth, we're like exchanging dialogues, bro. Well, bruh, alternating dialogues. Damn, we're so in sync. Yes, undoubtedly, it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It's almost as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. She killed him out of self-defense, boy. What motive would Mrs. Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. It was a good source of income for me. Wait a moment, can I get wipes? Oh. Oh shit, this is a big boy. Wah! There you go. Alcohol free, they say. If it's not alcohol, then what is it? It's antibacterial apparently, but if it's not alcohol, what is it? Smells good though. I would have had no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source of income for me. And I never get rid of useful men. It's a policy of mine. Understandable. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Basket's motive for the murder. She had no motive! She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Mrs. Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? Wait, Edgeworth, you didn't know? I thought you knew where we were going, bro. We're not as in sync at all. It was close, you know, we were doing well. It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Magic water, yeah. Yeah, magic water. Magic water that smells great. Your Honor! Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Powers with sleeping pills, true. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking it was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill D. Vasquez, who could cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. He's just, you know, it's petty of him. Because technically, it's not, it's not D. Vasquez's fault that he killed the man, you know? And he could have just, there was no need for him to, like, continue his career. Right? And I'm sure D. Vasquez wouldn't have helped him if he didn't agree to be helped, right? Because otherwise, right, like, dude, if he didn't want to continue his career, then there would be no need to hush it up. But he wanted to continue his career. So he's basically just putting all the blame on Vasquez, even though technically everything is his fault. So you did do it, didn't you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. Someone call an ambulance! There's blood everywhere! We're too late. Miss Vasquez! What? What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No! No! How could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No! Manuel! Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez! No! Please, please don't die. Please. Look at this. See? There was no reason for Miss Vasquez to help cover up who's this? To cover up Hammer's accident, right? There was no reason for him. Because it seems like from that cutscene, right? Just from that cutscene, it seemed like her and Manuel had a special relationship. If she was really mad towards Hammer, she wouldn't need to help him, cover up his accident up and blackmail him. There was no need for him to keep his career. She could have just let it be and his career would go downhill. He killed someone, you know? But she helped him anyways. So Vasquez is definitely not at fault here. It was definitely Hammer. Hammer deserved to die. Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose again. Mr. Edgeworth, where's the Vasquez? In the waiting lobby, Your Honor. As calm and collected as ever. I'm awake now. I think the caffeine hit. So I think I have. So if we have a sleepover tonight, I can sleep easily. I see. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. Edgeworth help! Edgeworth help! Compliment my baby! Compliment my ex! That's canon, right? That's canon, right? Edgeworth is our ex. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found so is not only natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. October 20th, 1:12 p.m. District Court. Defendant lobby number 3. What? Wait, what? What do you mean, wait, what? I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know that Mr. Hammer stole my now that I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wanted to kill Miss Vasquez, but to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, right? Hammers is not a good person at all. Hammers deserved to die. He was trying to frame this person. He wanted to kill someone and frame someone else. Hammers was not a good person at all. It makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me. Why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? I guess we have evidence. Wait. Let me save. Well, this is what I think it is. Mr. Hammer wanted to put the blame on you because... Because you were the Steel Samurai. Because I was the Steel Samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kid's show and was the villain to boot. Alright, understandable. Okay, so Hammers isn't a good person to begin with at all. He is not a good person at all. Cause see, this is all driven by his motivation to become a big star. Technically, he was a big star, and he was desperate to keep that position, basically, right? That's why he asked Miss Vasquez for her help in covering this up, because he wanted to continue as a star. But he got mad. He got mad at Miss Vasquez because Miss Vasquez wouldn't let him get roles, like main roles, right? Because he started acting as like side roles now after that. And that's why he's mad, because he asked for help for him to continue his career, but she didn't let him be a main actor. And that's why she killed him. He tried to kill her. And Frame will powers as well because he's jealous. Hammers was not a good man at all. The kids love the Steel Samurai. And so he hated you. I think I understand. He could have just told me. I would have changed places with him anytime, but Dave Vasquez wouldn't probably let that. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm glad it's all over. So am I. So am I.
Congratulations, Weepy!
Oh, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the Steel Samurai outfit once more. I thought it was ending. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... Is something wrong? No, of course not. Ah! What? Nick! Edgeworth! Oh, hello. Thanks for the help, baby. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Oh, okay, you want to talk then? Huh? What? That was too bad, Edgeworth. No, don't say that, Phoenix. Tell him how you love him. You don't waste any time gloating, do you? Oh no! Hug him! Hug him! No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have gotten away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Mr. Powersmith. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Really? You watch Steel Samurai? Liar. Right. I must say, I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years.
Meet again?
Maya, shut up. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Oh, thanks to you, I am saddled with unnecessary feelings. Edgeworth, do you still love me? Unnecessary feelings? Do you want to get back together, Edgeworth? Yes, unease and uncertainty. Edgeworth, we can go back together. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix, right? Don't ever show your face in front of me again. Oh, boy, but I miss you, boy. That's what I came here to tell you. I mean, we're a defendant. We're defense attorney and a prosecutor. We'll meet eventually. Mr. Wright, was that guy your friend? We were more than friends, Whippy, okay? We were more than friends.
What? Friends? As if they're rivals, right?
Yeah, rivals to lovers. Lovers to rivals? To lovers? Rivals, lovers to rivals to lovers, maybe? Lovers to rivals to lovers? For now, we are, I guess. For now, we'll become lovers again soon, Maya.
Huh? Why do I get the feeling I'm missing something?
Oh, you're missing a whole lot, Maya. You're missing a whole lot.
Come on, Nick. Tell me, what's the deal with you and Edgeworth?
Oh boy, there's a lot, Maya. A lot's happening. Lovers to rivals, soon back to lovers. Yeah. And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing that accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kid shows again. Oh, okay.
Nick! This is it! The new show starts today! You're going to watch it with me, right?
I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. Wait, did Salmonella... Is Salmonella not jailed? Because this is Salmonella's idea, right? Because this is based on Maya, right? I assume? And Salmonella's a conspirator, so... Is he out of jail? I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. He'd have to buy trading cards, or maybe he already passed the idea to the higher ups, and they're just like, oh, let's take this idea.
You have to buy the trading cards too, okay? You have to trade with Cody and that assistant.
Fine, I'll do it. Do we have money? I guess we have money. I assume Willpowers is rich, right?
Isn't it great that Weepy gets to play the lead again?
Is he? Wait, is he the Pink Princess?
Is Willpowers the Pink Princess? Is that Willpowers?
I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't think so. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Willpowers. Is that Willpowers? The end. Well, I'm awake now, so I can like continue a little bit. Oh my god, look at Edgeworth looking so edgy in that pic. Lol. Let's continue, I guess. Are we gonna sleep over later? Can you ask a story if we're gonna sleep over? Or is it tomorrow? Is Chia's here today? What's this? Okay. It's been, what, 15 years? About that, yes. 15 years is a long time to wait, I guess. You can't imagine how much I've suffered. You've suffered? But now, the perfect opportunity has presented itself. At last, I shall have my revenge! What? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas! Andrew boy! December 25. Oh my god, is this it? Is this the meme? Almost Christmas. It does not mean Christmas, Your Honor. According to Hammett, cheese is in Cebu. We can play Balo with cheese. Oh, but we can sleep over?
Hey, Nick! Do you know if there are any good waterfalls around here?
Waterfalls? Dare I ask why?
Duh, Nick! Isn't it obvious? I need a waterfall to stand under, preferably a freezing one.
Should we continue this next time? Like, on Sunday? It is the start of a new case. Nah, let's continue a bit more. What time is it? Let's continue for 30 minutes and we'll stop it there.
Preferably a freezing one.
Oh, is that part of your spirit medium training?
Of course! Except I've been slacking off lately. I need to brave the elements and be forged anew under the rushing spring waters.
Okay. I don't know about any falls per se, but Gord Lake is pretty close.
Oh darn.
Sorry, but them's the breaks. Couldn't you just take a cold shower or something?
Good idea!
So much for rushing spring waters.
Next, in the news.
A large unidentified animal was sighted at Gord Lake.
The town is buzzing with excitement. Locals are calling it Gordy, and the tip of the hat to Nessie, the Loch Ness Monster. Though its namesake, Nessie, proved to be a hoax. Locals are confident in their Gordy is the real deal.
What? Plus, my birthday is almost here. Oh! Is your birthday? When's your birthday? My birthday is also next month. We're all getting old. We're getting close to dying, fellas. I'm getting on the habit of putting a chapstick because my lips get too dry, and I don't know if you noticed in the past streams, like I would have like a wound here because I keep peeling my lips off. 26 this month. Damn, you're getting old. Are you legal now? No, not yet, right? You're still 17? You're gonna be 17 or something? Whew, boring. Can't they show real news for a change?
Nick?
What?
The water pressure is kind of low in that shower.
You want more pressure, huh? No 15? Oh, wait. Wait, who's 16? Oh, I know Solbit is 14. Or 15 now, maybe? Oh, 15. Probably 15 now. We don't have any more 16. Oh, wait. You're 16? I thought you were 17. I don't even know anymore. You guys are young. All I know is that you're underage. Why don't you go down to the fire department and have them spray you with the hose?
Good idea, Nick!
Apparently, Feyblood is no aid in detecting sarcasm.
We interrupt this program to bring you a special news bulletin. Strange occurrences continue at Gord Lake, but this time it's murder!
Gord Lake again?
The body of a man was found in the lake early this morning. A suspect was apprehended. Sources inside the police department revealed that the suspect's name is Miles Edgeworth, age 24. Edgeworth was an up-and-coming prosecutor known for his skill and connections. He was guaranteed a long and rewarding career. Has he thrown it all away?
Edgeworth! My boy! What's going on? Edgeworth would never do something like... I know him! We've been together for years before we break up.
Nick?
Yikes, Maya!
The fireman yelled at me when I called him.
We've got bigger things to worry about than that. They arrested Edgeworth!
What? You mean the prosecutor?
Who else, Maya? Yeah, he's the suspect in a murder.
What? When? Where? Whom? Why? How?
I don't know.
Let's go find out, Nick.
Oh man, this feels like a great time to end it though. We can continue it next time. Edgeworth is a suspect, my dudes. Well, sorry about the short stream, but I think it's like a underage but watching hentai. You keep saying that, man. It's not like I can stop you physically. Would not recommend. Well, as long as you don't engage with older people and I guess that kind of stuff is fine. When's next? Sunday, I guess, or tomorrow. It depends. If I feel tomorrow, but I have a few things I need to do, so maybe not tomorrow, but we'll see. But Sunday will definitely be next. But anyways, thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. See you whenever it happens. But yeah, hope you had fun. And we finally finished, what? Episode 3? Nice. We're starting episode 4 next time. We know now Edgeworth is our ex. Hopefully we can become lovers again soon. Anyways, see ya. Bye bye.